So you may have people in your life who are big history buffs, especially those who love presidential history. They just can't get enough of it. Well, this Wednesday, there's an event at Wake Forest University they will not want to miss. Tell them all about it. It's the Wake Forest Face-to-Face Speaker Forum, and it features two accomplished presidential historians, Doris Kearns Goodwin and Michael Beschloss. The event is moderated by highly decorated journalist E.J. Dionne, who says it will be a fascinating discussion.
This is an extended conversation between two of the best, by far, two of the best presidential historians in the country, Doris Kearns Goodwin and Michael Beschloss. And they have written extraordinary books on presidents over a long period of time. In Doris's case, LBJ, Kennedy, Teddy Roosevelt, William Howard Taft. Michael has written about Roosevelt. And by the way, his relationship with Joe Kennedy, John Kennedy's father, which is a really interesting book also. Truman, Eisenhower, Jackie Kennedy, he's written about. So that what you got here, and Lincoln, both of them are really interested in Lincoln. And so what you have here are historians who've done a lot of work.
He also says it's a topic that appeals to most, and it's perfect for those if you want that background information on our nation's leaders.
I think presidents interest people because they give people a chance to think simultaneously about how individuals and characters shape history, but also how the voters who selected them represent a certain generation. We think of, the greatest generation, which was largely FDR's generation. We think of the generation that elected John Kennedy in 1960. We think of the Reagan generation when the country became more conservative. So that I think it's the interaction of individual character and, human beings who become president are, whether you like them or not, quite interesting human beings to get there.
It's interesting, he's, and I never thought of it this way, when he said the president reflects where the country is in a lot of cases, where the majority of the people are, like it or not. There are times somebody says, how did this guy become president? How did that guy become? Right. But it says something about where we are. And we got into a discussion, and he said, the 80s were a time of excess. The economy was doing great, and there was lots of that. Yeah. And so you elect an actor to become, so Ronald Reagan, he just said it's interesting how the president reflects the times.
Yeah. I really like the idea that these people who wrote about them and probably maybe knew some people or knew people who knew people, right? That kind of stuff. They're going to have all these tidbits and all of these like stories that are not usually in the book, right? This is the kind of history that we all wanted to learn, like we were in school, because we're like, oh, that makes that person human. And
yes.
I would not have guessed that this person would have done this.
Yeah, I agree.
It's that behind the scenes stuff that we all want, so we get it there.